Hello friends, Clage back with another Punishing Grey Raven video today, and I'm going to do this a little bit earlier than I normally would, but we are going to talk about how to prep for the next upcoming global synchronization patch, because it's a doozy. We have a triple patch once again, just like Stars Ensnared was, but the difference is instead of one paid S rank like we had in Stars Ensnared, we get two paid S ranks, which is going to make this technically the most expensive patch in PGR history. Don't freak out about that too much. We are going to be getting higher rewards because it's a triple patch. There will be more given to us through the events, more given to us through dailies and weeklies. So if you're worried about having enough currency to roll 2 S ranks in a single patch, just keep doing what you'd be doing normally. We're going to get a ton of roll currency. We'll get through it. I promise you can get through this one. It's going to be a little scary, a little bit of a mountain to climb, but we can do it. So let's go over what's coming up in the upcoming patch, Shaper's Ripples. So again, this will be a triples patch. It's going to combine the original Shaper's Ripples patch, the Crescent Sun patch, and To the Galaxies. So again, we get 2 paid S ranks. Lucia Pyroath will be our new fire attacker, replacing Lee. Lee finally gets to take a rest. And our new lightning tank in Nanami Star Trail, who will finally be spelling Vera Garnet, giving her a break. She has been carrying that team for, oh boy, a long time. That is a long run as a single role. So Vera finally gets a rest. And we will also be getting 1 A rank, Yata Fulgor. My assumption is just like Bridget and Teddy before, Yata will have enough shards available for free by doing event modes and daily quests and stuff that you should be able to get Yata to Triple S Plus without spending a dime. Just like most A ranks, Yata's not going to be meta or anything, but if you like the character, like their story, wanna build them up, you should be able to do so all the way to Triple S Plus without spending a single dime. As for the 2 new characters, Lucia and Nanami, I'm not going to go over pre-prepping, buying memories, and getting set up that way, just because our farming currency now is universal. So this is going to roll over to every patch. This currency never changes now, so you no longer need to worry about pre-buying anything ahead of time. The only reason you would pre-buy memories now is if the version limited ones are ones you would want to use on the upcoming characters. And in this case, the only version limited memories we have right now are Hanyings and Wanchas. So obviously no reason to buy extras of those once you have those 2 characters built out. So don't worry too much about buying anything in advance. You can just save your farming currency for when the new shop comes out, and you'll be able to buy the memory sets that you need for both Lucia and Nanami, and for Yata if you so choose to build them. So on top of all of this, we also get 2 leap characters in this patch. So we're going to get both Bianca Stigmata and Lucia Crimson Weave. So Bianca will be getting a leap upgrade. She also will be available to get 1 free copy through a lottery machine mechanic. We get this mechanic usually like 3-4ish times a year in PGR throughout various patches. It's not another gacha, but it is just a machine where doing your dailies, your weeklies, and various event modes will get you a currency that you use to spin the lottery machine. Lottery machine spits out various rewards the more you roll it. And one of those rewards is a free copy of Bianca Stigmata. So if you have not rolled Bianca yet, you're looking to get her for your physical team, wait till next month because you're going to get your first copy for free. And then you can get her to double S through the pain cage just like every other character. So really, really cool thing there. That's going to help out a lot. Bianca will also be added to the voucher shop, just like all other Leap characters before her. I don't necessarily recommend honing in on buying shards for Bianca. There are probably more worthwhile free-to-get characters that need shards more for your account, especially if you're a newer player. But whatever you need or whoever you're looking to build, you can get them. But yes, Bianca will go into the voucher shop. In addition, we get a second leaped character and second character going into the voucher shop, and that is the poster child for PGR, Lucia. Alpha Crimson Weave will be getting both a leap and added to the voucher shop as well. The difference is there's no free copy of Crimson Weave in this patch. However, in the patch after Shaper's Ripples, which will be Ishmael's patch, we will be getting a free copy of Lucia, a free copy of her weapon, a free copy of Lucia's amplifier, 21 Feral, and a free copy of 21's weapon. So Even though Lucia gets a leap and will be added to the voucher shop just like Stigmata will, I do not recommend buying 50 shards of Lucia just to summon her and get her on your team. If you can wait one more patch for her free copies, you can do it that way. Then you can buy vouchers and evolve her that way. That will save you vouchers over time. If you want to get Crimson Weave immediately, and trust me, I get it. She's the reason I started playing this game. But if you want to get her immediately, you'll be able to do so through the voucher shop starting in the next patch. So, and just as before, if you want to leap a character, you are going to need the aura units. These can be bought in the event stages. You need 630 of these total to fully leap a single character. So in this patch, you're going to need 1,260, which is a lot. And then you will also need to purchase the leap wafer for each specific character. We need 135 of these per character to fully leap them. As you can see down here, they cost 15 leap wafers. That is 2,025 of the regular leap wafers to get enough of the character specific ones to leap them. So gonna need a lot of leap wafers for both Bianca and Alpha if you want to get them their leap skills, and you should. Their leap skills will drastically improve their performance and keep them putting out decent damage on the field. So that's not nothing, as both will be sub DPSs once this patch drops. If you need to get more regular leap wafers, you can find them in the war shop. If you go to the beginning here, as you can see, you can buy them for 4 currency apiece. So if you have been banking war shop currency, this will be a good time to spend that. So just be prepared for that. You'll also need skill points. Need 180 total to leap a single character. If you've been playing for at least a decent amount of time, you probably have a boatload of skill points sitting around. I currently have, let's find out here, 3,621. So yeah, I think I'll be okay. Even if you haven't been playing for a long time, you probably have a boatload of skill points. And if you need them, they can also be bought in the farming shop. So no big worries there. But those two are going to be getting leaps, and obviously we'll be getting some pretty notable buffs. And if you have them already, you'll want to upgrade them so they keep growing and do more damage for their respective teams. If you don't have them, you're going to be able to get both of them for free over the course of the next 2 patches. So those of you waiting to get some more characters, get the account build, these patches are going to help you out a lot. Other things that will be coming in Shaper's Ripples. So we will be getting a new alternative interpretation mode. These are our roguelike modes that we have gotten throughout the years. So this means Derived from Matrix is finished. It is now maxed out. 150 is the final level. If you have not finished Derived from Matrix, or you haven't even started, I definitely recommend going in and messing with this. I will probably do some more Derived from Matrix runs and upload them to the channel because I want to get back to this mode. But we have a lot of rewards just sitting here waiting to be acquired. So there's no rush on this. These modes are evergreen. They never go away, so you don't have to rush to get it done. But just know that we have a brand new alternative mode coming out called Awakening Tundra. I will probably do some videos on that and talk about it once we get it, but just know that the alternative modes keep on a-stacking, so if you haven't caught up on rewards, now is a good a time as ever to go get in on that. Other things we will be receiving during the patch, so bringing up this once again. This is directly from GrayRavens.com, the official wiki run by community members themselves, including Gray Raven Radio, which is an awesome channel. Highly recommend following them and checking out their videos. I will link both GrayRavens.com and the Gray Raven Radio channel down in the description for you, so please do check them out. It is a very helpful website and lots of good information always available there. But we are going to be getting a total of 7, yes, count them, 7 coatings that require rainbow cards to get, including 1 gacha coding for Crimson Weave. So if you are a coding enjoyer, the most expensive patch just got more expensive, so Godspeed on that front. This is a lot. We get a lot here. We do get a few. We get 1 coding that can be bought with blueprints for Yatta, and then we do get a couple free codings as well in this patch, including 1 for Bridget. I'm pretty psyched about that. Bridget's a really cool character. Love her, so be happy to pick that up for free. But we have more stuff to take care of on the coding front, so just be prepared for that. Other things that will be updated in this patch. So, we will be getting the return of the Guild Expedition. Guild Expedition is a unique mode that only comes around, basically once or twice a year at most. But it is a separate guild mode that offers some really, really good rewards. If you are a new player and you have not joined a guild yet, I highly, highly recommend finding yourself a guild that is at least moderately active. Completing the guild expedition with your fellow guildmates will get you some very, very nice rewards that can really help speed up your account. So if you haven't found a command bureau to join, definitely go do that. Get yourself involved. Get ready for guild expedition. That's something you're going to want to take part in if you are available. Before I leave the guild section, something else that should be noted. Simulated Trial will be getting some updates. That's the weekly guild mode where you take down the boss and get your Hypertune material rewards. This is going to be getting new bosses, and it's also be getting a new difficulty, dire difficulty for some of those bosses. So, not a massive change to how Simulated Siege works, but it will still be there. And so something to prepare for on that front with your guild members. Other modes that are getting changes and updates. So Warzone and Pain Cage both get some new stuff. Warzone, we are going to be adding the elemental affixes, specifically the True Slash affix and the Electroconvergence affix. I will be going over those, how to utilize them, what the rotations look like, all that good stuff once we get to the patch and I learn how to do them, because I don't even know how they work fully yet. But those will be added to Warzone, and they are going to be a big part of making sure your scores stay in peak performance over there. So just be prepared for the new elemental affixes there. I just woke up, don't mind me. But again, I'll go over all that once the patch is out. Also of note, the medals that you earn through doing Warzone that you can put on your character if you go to your stuff over here, go to your medals. The Proof of a Hero medal and the Legends medal for the two highest ranks in Warzone will now last for 2 weeks instead of 1. So if you're consistently staying in those modes, it'll be easier to keep your medal if you want to show that off in the chat area, all that good stuff. And then over in Pain Cage, pretty standard updates to Pain Cage. We will have some bosses rotating out, some new bosses rotating in, but there will also be a new dire difficulty added to Pain Cage as well. That name is subject to change. A lot of the names that are listed in the original servers get changed for the global sync, so just keep in mind it might not be called dire difficulty in our release, but we will be getting a new Pain Cage difficulty. In addition, Clash Reflection, same thing, is going to get some new what do we call them? New lineups. There we go. Sorry. Brain hamster fell off the wheel for a second. We will be getting new lineups for Clash Reflection, rotating out some older lineups. This means there will be new achievements to get, which is always great. That means extra rewards for Clash Reflection, which is always beneficial to you. So be prepared for new Clash Reflection shenanigans to come out. And then the last couple things to really go over. This is a big one. This is a nice quality of life. So we are getting some changes to banners and how they work in the gacha system. Most notably, the targeted weapon banner gets a very, very nice quality of life. So instead of it always being a raw 80% chance to get the weapon you want out of targeted weapon research, what is going to happen now is if you whiff on the weapon you have chosen, so in this case I have Wancha's weapon up, right? If you were to roll and you pop a 6-star weapon and it is not the weapon you had selected, there is a new pity system where now the next 6-star weapon you pull off the targeted weapon banner is 100% guaranteed to be the weapon you are after. This means now, at worst, the absolute worst you can possibly have happen to get a 6-star weapon for a character you want is going 15,000 red cards deep. So that's very, very nice. It means you don't have to worry about whiffing on a weapon multiple times in a row. And at 80%, you usually don't have that, but it is a possibility. I've talked to people who've whiffed on weapons like 3-4 times in a row if you get really unlucky. So that is a nice safety net that will prevent that from happening going forward. So very nice quality of life change there. The other change to banners is going to be on the arrival constructs, the 70% rate up banners. Currently, you get to pick which of these you want at 70% rate up, but you are still not guaranteed to get one of the 3 who are on rate up. You can still roll an off rate up S rank when pulling on these banners. That changes with this patch. Instead, now what will happen is these 3 characters, whatever 3 are in rotation for the 70%, will now be the only characters you can roll. So that is a nice quality of life. That being said, don't roll on the 70% banners. Please don't. These are never a good investment of your black cards. Having a 70% chance when we regularly get ways to get characters at 100% rate up or get free copies of characters down the line, just you really don't need to roll on these. It's a nice quality of life. I'm very glad they did it, but it does not change the fact that the 70% banners are one of the very last things you should ever consider spending roll currency on. So just something to keep in mind there. Lastly, last few things to go over with this patch. A few nice quality of life changes. Otherwise, Pain Cage is going to get a claim all button, so you don't have to click through every single little reward claim. So that's kind of nice. Just another, typical thing. That's almost in every mode now, so very welcome change there. We are getting a slider in the option for screen shake, which is definitely a welcome change of pace. I don't have any problems with motion sickness, but I know a ton of people do, and games with massive screen shake can be real hard to deal with if you're suffering from said things. So we will now have a slider that lets you go from 100% all the way down to no screen shake whatsoever. So if you are looking for a way to not have PGR make you nauseous middle of combat, that will be a big nice addition for everyone. And we're also apparently getting visual icons that are going to indicate buffs and debuffs for characters in real time. So I'm assuming that means we're going to have something actually down around the character as opposed to up on the bar showing what kind of buffs and debuffs are active for both enemies and characters. We'll see exactly how that works out. I'll have to see it in action, but either way, more information while in combat is always a welcome reward. So that pretty much covers everything we have in this patch. This is a big one. This is a very, very large, very demanding patch. It's going to cost a lot of black cards to get the 2 new S ranks, to get their weapons, to get their cubs if you're going for both. So, as always, do your dailies, do your weeklies, make sure you're going through off to the side here and doing all of the stuff that you have available throughout the patch. This will help you keep track of what's available, what's not available. If you haven't finished all your normal missions, those are worth doing. Just everything that you can clear out and get cards for, make sure you're doing it. You're going to want them. Shaper's Ripples is a big patch. So that should pretty much cover it. If you have any questions, want any more information on the upcoming patch, feel free to ask them, but that pretty much lays out the guidelines of what you can expect when we get to Shaper's Ripples on April 3rd. And yeah, that's going to do it for this one. So how are you feeling about it? You're ready for another triple patch? You ready to try to go hunt down 2 S ranks and possibly their weapons and possibly their cubs? What's your game plan? What are you doing? Who are you saving for? All that good stuff. I will obviously have plenty more stuff coming down the pipe. Once we get to Shaper's Ripples, I will have character guides and all that good stuff for all the new fun toys we get to play with. And yeah, that's all I got. So hopefully this helps you prepare. We get to do it a little bit easier with the guild or the farming currency being universal. That just kind of makes everything nice and smooth to get new characters built. So all I can say is if you're free to play, make sure you do your stuff, and if you're a spender, get that wallet ready, bucko. We got a big one coming. So anyway, y'all take care. Thank you so much. As always, if you want to like, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube stuff, boost the algorithm, it's always appreciated. But that is going to do it for now. I will be back soon with some more content for y'all, including Derived from Matrix and some other stuff I've been bouncing around. But that'll do it. So y'all have a good day. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.